Hello and welcome to Mindset, Money, Success, the podcast where today I'm going to explore how to build, start an online business from scratch, even if you have limited resources. Now, I'm your host, Loraine Marshall, and today we're going to dive into 3 crucial questions. Do you really need money to make money? How can you earn a stable income online with time but little investment? And what are the best strategies to ensure your online business succeeds? So let's get started. The first question, do you really need money to make money? So let's tackle this age-old question. And the short answer is not necessarily. While having capital can accelerate your growth, many successful entrepreneurs started with very little. So what you need more than money is a combination of vision, passion, purpose, creativity, persistence, and strategic thinking. For example, there are some business models that you can start today that require no staff, no bank loan, and these are low cost, low friction options. You are the key factor to success or failure. Now, you could start a career as a content creator. Many social media platforms have ways that you can monetize your content. You can create written, video, or audio content around any hobby or passion and turn it into profit with social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. There is also a fairly new way of getting your content to an audience, and that is starting a podcast. These methods involve organic marketing and are not get-rich-quick methods, but they can be monetized quickly. So the second part is earning a stable income online with limited investment. Now, if you've got time and very little to invest, how can you earn a stable income online? So here we're going to look at some practical steps. First of all, you can leverage free platforms. So you can start with platforms that don't require any upfront investment. You can use the social media like free blogging sites like Medium, video creation and editing platforms like Lumen 5 and CapCut, and marketplaces like eBay and Etsy. So these platforms will allow you to reach a broad audience without significant costs. Now, if you have any sort of skills, another way is to offer freelance services, and you can set yourself up as a freelancer. So if you've got skills in writing, graphic design, web development, social media management, you can join various platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, Freelancer, and then you can get clients from there. You can start by offering competitive rates and start to build your portfolio. But don't forget to ask for testimonials from your first clients. Content creation, we've covered a little bit. Now, you've got blogging, vlogging, and podcasting. Now, these are very powerful ways to start and build an audience. It requires your time and consistency, but there's numerous ways to monetize through sponsorships, from advertisements, through affiliate marketing, from reviewing physical products and pointing a link to those products, things that you use every day but wouldn't normally refer people to, but because you're talking about the item and giving a review of how good it's been to helpful in your life or whatever, then you can leave links in descriptions and under videos in order for people to actually purchase, and you can make small commissions. So the more viral the video, the more viral the content that you have, the bigger the audience you have, the more of the product, service that you can actually sell. And the good thing about podcasts is that that content that goes out there belongs to you. It's your content, and it can last a longer time on the platforms. It's like when you post, for example, a video on TikTok, it goes sort of semi-viral straight away. You get so many views, but then after that, you don't seem to get any traction. It's still a digital asset and that could pick up later. Then platforms like Facebook and Instagram, you post a reel or a story or a post on Facebook. That content slips down the algorithm into sort of the ether. So it's not something that's always in front of your audience unless you've pinned it, or if you have a system whereby you can keep resurrecting the posts and reposting every 3 months or something. So that's how you can use content creation to start to earn an income. But remember, consistency is key. And if you are doing organic marketing, it is obviously a slower process without funds for your own ads. Then we've got online courses and ebooks. So if you're knowledgeable in a particular area, you've got a quite niche audience, you can actually create online courses or ebooks. And platforms like Udemy, Teachable, Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing will allow you to publish and sell your content with minimal upfront costs. Now, obviously, there is a learning curve to this, because obviously you need to learn how the software works. You need to put your ebook and course together and then have it so it's all edited and ready to go. But a multimillionaire property and training mentor that I know actually states, start now and get perfect later. So you don't have to be perfect, but what you do is to get your content ready to go and start now. So that's the online courses and ebooks. Now, another one is drop shipping and print on demand. So these business models let you sell products without holding inventory. Services like Shopify, Printful, or below make it easy to set up an online store with minimal investment. But you still need to have that creativity behind you to know exactly what you're going to do. And again, consistency and persistence about what it is you want to do. So you need to know what your passion is, what it is you're going to be selling. You've got these ideas for physical products. And so that is where you can then start these online stores, which help you to get your products out there and online. So part 3, what are the best strategies to make an online business a success? So here are some of the strategies that can ensure your online business succeeds. Some tried and true tactics. Focus on value. Your primary goal should be to provide value to the audience, and whether it's through high quality content, exceptional products, top-notch services, make sure that you're meeting the needs and solving problems of your target market. Now, if you're doing organic marketing, what most people will say is focus on providing value. So that means when you provide value, then people will start to listen. People say, well, if this is how much information that you're giving away for free because you're giving them valuable information, then when you have a paid course or a book or other products and services, then your audience will be ready to purchase because they've seen how much value you're giving in your content, if that makes sense. The other thing is you can build a strong brand. Now, the brand is more than just the logo, it's your business identity. And you could build that brand around your own name, or you can actually name your business something and build a brand around that. So build a strong and a consistent brand that resonates with your audience. So this includes your visual identity, your voice, and the values that you stand for. So thirdly, we've got engage with your audience. Engagement is crucial. So you can respond to comments, respond to emails and messages. You can build a community around your brand. You can be approachable and interactive. So you can use all these different methods like social media, forums. You can even have live sessions to connect with your audience. You might want to do free one-to-one consultations to start off your business so that you start to build a database of people you connect with. And if there's any connection there, then there's services and things you can help with. Then that person you've had the free one-to-one with could then become a client. So that's another way to engage with your audience and build up a client base that way. 4 is utilize search engine optimization and content marketing. So you can optimize your content through the search engines, and this can significantly increase your visibility. You can combine with a solid content marketing strategy and attract and retain customers. So for this, you'll be looking at articles on blogs, videos that provide your information, your content, podcasts, social media posts that can drive traffic to your website or your funnel or any offer that you have. Now, that could be something as simple as a business book. It could be a free download, or something that solves a problem for your audience, whatever niche that you are in. Okay. So that's how you can utilize search engine optimization and content marketing. So 5, we've got analytics and adaptation. So you can regularly monitor your performance using analytics tools. And I'm not that type of person, but I have regularly looked to see what has been the best performing posts. So on Twitter, that's now X, you can go and check to see which posts have gotten the most views, which posts have gotten the most likes, which has got the most comments. And then if you've done that, what you can do is go back, and from those posts that have been successful, you can recreate and remodel on those and post them again. Okay. So once you understand about your analytics in the tools that you can use, then you can use those to increase your visibility online. Because obviously if people are engaging with the content, that type of content that you've put out there is the content that you should be repeating on a regular basis. So then you can basically adapt your strategy according to what works best. You can also use tools like Google Analytics. You can use the social media insights, and every now and again you can actually use like a feedback form for your audience, because then you can get some feedback. You can ask a few questions and have some set answers and then see what comes back. And that's invaluable. 6 is your network and collaborations. So networking with other entrepreneurs, other influencers that are in your niche can then open doors for new opportunities. And if you can see a way to collaborate on projects, or you can guest post on each other's blogs and write articles for someone else, you could even co-host events that would expand your reach. So, for example, you are just starting out and your audience isn't that big, but if you can find someone who is more or less got the same audience that you are looking for, then you can go reach out to those people and ask if they would like to come on your podcast, or ask if they've got a podcast, try and get to be a guest, or do one of the other things, which is like write an article for their website, or, collaborate on a small workshop, something for free even. That's a way of expanding your reach. So if then your entrepreneurial dream is bigger than just starting out on something that's low cost with no friction, and you thinking that you've got a bigger idea for a business, then you might be looking at how you can fund that business. And funding a business is quite challenging for some women. Because women who want to be entrepreneurs often face huge hurdles when it comes to securing finance. So some of the factors that can be a hurdle is the interrupted work history due to childcare or caregiving responsibilities. And you've got a history of lower earnings, which can impact your credit scores, so that you get less access to traditional loans. And if you haven't worked before, then you haven't got any form of income. That's going to be a big hurdle to starting a business that needs some financial input at the start. The other big hurdle for women is where there's been any form of domestic abuse. For example, financial abuse that might go on post-separation, or coerced debts that can leave a person unable to get any credit whatsoever, can be a massive hurdle. So despite these challenges, women can explore other methods of funding options. So what I'm going to do is go through a few of those options, all right? So first one is the bootstrapping. Now, this basically involves self-funding the business using personal savings or revenue that you've generated from initial sales. Then there's crowdfunding platforms. Now, crowdfunding platforms are, there's two different types. There's donation-based crowdfunding, and then there's reward-based crowdfunding. So there's platforms like Kickstarter and Indiegogo, which allows entrepreneurs to raise funds from a larger number of people. There is another particular crowdfunding that I'm aware of, which is a reward-based, and it's a global, and it's called I Fund Women, and there's lots of grants as well as ways to raise funds through that platform. So another one is angel investors and venture capital. While this can be competitive, these sources can provide significant funding, and especially for a high growth business, but it does require a strong business plan and a pitch. Then there's government grants and loans. So many governments will offer financial support for small businesses and women entrepreneurs, especially in Europe, because in Europe they have the European funds, and there's always opportunities and calls for applications. You just need to keep your eyes open for those types of funding applications. And there's also lots of companies out there like Dove that I know often have grants that are available for women, female entrepreneurs. So you need to research what's available in your region and look at the different programs and options for government grants and low-cost loans. Then there's micro loans, and these are small loans that can be obtained from community-based organisations or some financial institutions. So there's always a way. So you don't have to be stuck. So by combining the determination, the creativity, a strategic approach, your passion and your purpose to starting a business or funding your business, women entrepreneurs can overcome financial challenges and go on to build successful businesses. Would you like to explore specific funding option or discuss strategies for starting your own online knowledge-based business? If so, reach out. I'll put the link underneath the podcast or video. And if you want to be a guest to come on the show, there'll be a link for that, and you can reach out and connect with me. So there you have it. Remember, you don't need a lot of money to start making money online, and you can build a successful online business with time, dedication, and the right strategies. So thank you for joining me on Mindset Money Success. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with others who might benefit. So until next week, stay safe, stay motivated. Bye for now.